Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your girl Diaz. Just wanted to come on here because I have a multi-topic video for you guys today. And before I get it started, I want you guys to like this video. Well, you kind of can't like it until you watch it, but I want you guys to like this video, comment on this video whenever I'm done talking. Subscribe to my channel if you are already subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications because you need to know when your girl Diaz does other videos. So I'm getting this started off. I'm actually going to crack my beer right now because I was actually challenged by Trey 57 Productions to do a beer challenge. And the night that I did do it, I actually had beer in my system already, so I wasn't able to handle any more of it. But tonight's a different night. And first and foremost, before I do anything, I have to give a shout out to my favorite YouTuber. It's the Bug Bouncer, Lucas Carter Superhero. He is my favorite. I love him to death. If you guys aren't already subscribed to his channel, please go subscribe to his channel because he is like the best. And yes, I'm kind of different right now because I'm happy. I have hair in my face. I am full of energy. So I'm going to shout out Trey 57 Productions since he wants to do a beer video. I'm going to show him that I too can drink a beer fast like him. Probably not as fast, but I can do it. And this is a shout out to all my other YouTube subscribers. I'm not going to kind of get into it because I forgot a couple people the last time and I felt really bad. So I'm not going to get into that now, but this is to all of them in general. So I'm going to start this. And yes, I have a straw, so it might be kind of harder, but I'll get drunker. Fuck this. I set that down. I actually have probably like that much of it left. super cold because obviously it was in the freezer. And I just got out to eat not that long ago, so, you know. But I wanted to talk about real quick because I was talking to a couple other people and we were going over, like, with all this stuff that's going on with the police shootings and, you know, all that, that there has been so many talks about, was the cop wrong, was the person wrong, or, you know, whatever it was. One, I'm going to agree with, Trey 57, because, yes, I do believe that, Miss Gumby, yes, I do believe that it is wrong that the person ran or didn't adhere to what the cop was saying. Okay, so for instance, in the Trayvon Martin case, it wasn't a cop, but the person called the cops and they told him, stay in your car, do not approach. Did he do that? Hell no. Or like TNT would put on her, hell no. Whatever. I can't say it, so I'm not going to put that in there, but that's what he was saying. So he approached him. Trayvon Martin had a hood on. Nothing illegal. Had his hands in his pocket. Nothing illegal. It might have been chilly outside. It's not against the law to have your hands in your pocket. When he was approached, would you be defensive if you're approached by a random person at night? Of course. Was he told to stay in the car and wait for police to back him up? to respond to the call? Yes, he was told that. And as a citizen, you should know common sense. You do not approach another person. After you call the police, if they tell you, do not get out of your car, do not approach the person. I don't care who they are. So he did. Trayvon was defensive. He ended up getting shot and killed. Where is this person now? Out in civilization like everybody else. That was wrong. Okay? Now moving on. Now I'm not going to name every single case because it's too many. Okay, so Michael Brown had nothing in his hand, had his hands up, and was shot by police. Wasn't going against what they were saying, you know, like nothing. Got shot. Moving on. Antwon Rose. Now this is where my story is going to change because he ran. Okay, now regardless of the situation, if he was not guilty, why did he run? Okay, you were in a car catching a ride. They got pulled over. You guys get out and run. You get shot in the process. Why did you run? Now, I'm going to have some people comment, oh, well, you know how they do black people. Yes and no. One, if you adhere to what they're saying, put your hands up, do not move, keep your hands visible, because granted, people were recording. Put your hands up, do not say nothing, do not even look the wrong way, and you get shot in the process, you win. As long as you live to tell that story. If you don't, then your family has that video. You know, and in no way do I ever want anybody to be shot and killed. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color, what nationality, what race, everything. Like, I don't care. But the point is, do not run when you get pulled over by the police. I don't care who you are. If it's a white cop that pulls over a white person, do not run. You do not realize that the government and the police departments are trained to do a job, okay? Like, you're trained to do your job, whether you work at McDonald's, you're a machinist, whether you drive a bus, whatever, you're trained to do a job, okay? Police are trained to shoot and kill when necessary. So, you don't think they're going to do that? Okay? And I'm not saying that they're above the law, but I'm saying they're going to do that. Okay? And they're going to get away with it. Because they're trained to know what to say and what to do. That's why so many of these police officers go on administrative leave or go on paid leave and different things like that, because these police officers and these police departments, they believe them. Right off the bat, they believe them. Are all cops wrong? No. Are they all dirty? No. I'm not speaking as a whole. I'm speaking to the ones that fit the category. Okay? I love police officers, certain ones, that actually do their job. And, you know, it's the thing is that these certain situations give these cops a bad name. So right away, when a situation happens with a white cop and a black person, or a person of color, right away all cops are bad. It's not that way. You know, look deeper into the situation. Okay? I'm sorry, look deeper. Way deeper. Okay? Some cops, yes, it is a race thing. But a lot of them, they're doing their job. Okay? What they're programmed to do, that's what they do. Okay? So, when you have a white cop, they pull over somebody, they happen to be of color, that person gives mouth, and I'm not saying just because they're black, I'm just saying just they give mouth, they get out, start running. Right away, what do you think? They're guilty of something, okay? And it's not necessarily true, and I hate to say that, but right away, that's what the cop thinks. Okay, they're guilty of something because they're running. Now, here what comes into play, that a cop, if you're trained, okay, you have, and I've said this in my previous videos, you have a billy club, you have a taser, and you have your weapon. Okay, among whatever else the police officers and these districts might have now, I don't know. But those are the basics. Okay, you have your radio, you have the billy club, you have a taser, and you have the weapon. Okay? And in that order, if you're having a problem with somebody, regardless of who they are, face to face, you use the billy club to stop them. Okay? Get them on the ground, finally get them to cooperate, handcuff them. That's scenario one. Now, if you're starting to scuffle with somebody and they start running, grab your taser. Shoot. Let them fall. Go over, handcuff them, done. Situation handled. Cops nowadays, all they think about is guns. All they think about is right away you pull a gun out. Okay, when you walk up to cars, some cops like this, right on their gun. Why? Why not right on your taser? Now granted, yes, some people could be armed in that car, and if they start shooting, then the officer has to quit thinking, but this is what the training is for. The training is for police to know what to do in the event of every situation. Okay, if you're not trained to know every situation and what to do and fast thinking, you should not be a police officer. I'm sorry. Could I be a police officer? No. Even though I have fast thinking, my thinking might not be on track to where if somebody acts like that, I wouldn't think of what to grab. Okay, so I get it. Everything is not for everybody. Just like everybody can't drive a bus. Everybody can't work at McDonald's, even though they can. Everybody can't work at McDonald's. Everybody can't do construction. Everybody can't build houses. You know, so everything is not for everybody. They need to thoroughly train these officers to know the difference between what weapon to pull in what situation. Okay, you don't even have to go to school to be a police officer. You go to an academy, you train for so many weeks, you're a police officer. Like, really? So anybody basically could be a police officer as long as they do that training. Okay, I'm sorry, but it's psychologically, physically, like, it all comes into play. You have to be psychologically ready. You have to be physically ready. You can't be a 700-pound cop and think you're going to catch anybody or do your job. You can't be a 400-pound officer and do your job. You can't be a 250-pound officer and do your job unless it's muscle. And I'm not doubting anybody, but you have to be physically and mentally ready to be a cop. Okay, and it's too easy to become an officer anymore. So many people can be that. You know, and I know some people might be like, well, no, that's wrong. They go through this and they go through that. Okay, yes. They go through other little things in their training, but they don't thoroughly and mentally prepare these officers for what they are going to go through. Okay, you have these scenarios where these kids get out, you know, stolen cars, breaking and entering, anything like that. They get out and they start running. These officers automatically draw for their weapons. Why? If the person is running from you, why draw a weapon? Why not draw a taser? If he's in your range, shoot him with the taser. Don't shoot him with a gun because you're thinking that he might have a weapon. Thinking can get you killed. Okay, so think before you draw a weapon. And I'm sorry that this is a long video, and I appreciate it if you guys made it this long. Like I said, I might have a lot of people that that might hate on this video, and I apologize. I'm not meaning to in any way be rude and be disrespectful to anybody, any race. I'm just stating the facts. Like, it's sad that a lot of people have to die because of them not listening. Okay, are these police wrong? In some ways, yes, but you have to think of it their way too, that they don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so I totally 100% I get that, but like I said, they have other weapons to fall back on. If a person is running from you, why draw a weapon? Unless you've physically seen a weapon in their hand and they're running, then okay, yes, draw a weapon. But if they're only running away from you and they're not doing anything, why not just tase them? You know, another person had said to me, why not just let them go and get them another day or catch them another day? Okay, yes. But if you don't know who that person is, you're just letting that person go to maybe do something else. Okay, I'm not saying that they will, but to maybe do something else, whether they stole a car, broke into a house, whatever. Okay, you're just kind of giving them a pass. So I get not letting them go, but why not tase them? You know, that's my number one thing of everything. Even with the recent case that happened. What the hell is his name? See, I have so much on my brain right now, but the recent one that happened, that the 4 cops came and he walked to his car with his kids in the car. Like, come on now. Why didn't you tase him? Why when you followed him all the way to his car? As soon as he walked away from you, why did you not tase him? Why did you wait till he got all the way to his car to reach, so you were hoping that he was going to reach for a gun so you could shoot him? Right away, that situation, like, I do have mixed emotions because he should have never went to his car, but right away, that cop, all of them, should be fired. No pay, fired. And have that on their record. Because you could have literally killed him. You know, I'm sorry. Like, it's emotional because, you know, that could be somebody's kid, somebody's husband, somebody's father, somebody's baby's father, which it was, and this situation didn't have to happen to begin with. Okay, if he would have never walked away and went to his car, regardless of what was said, he might have said, well, I gotta go check on my kids. The mother already said that she was there. She said, my kids are in the car. So all he had to do was just say, hey, I just want to let you guys know my kids are in the car. stayed right there. You walked around the vehicle. The cops could have tased. Yes, I'm sorry, I can't stress that enough. The cop should have tased him. There's no doubt in my mind. He had no threat to the police. He was walking around his car. He wasn't even nowhere near his car that they had enough time to pull out a taser and drop him right there. Handcuff him, arrest him, question him. Okay? There was something else that I wanted to say too, and I can't think of it. Like, it's a lot of errors that police departments are making nowadays. And I'm not saying that it's wrong of everything that they're doing. I'm just saying that they need to be trained more. Okay, so now I remember what it was. They also too made a statement that the funding for body cameras and the cameras in the police cars were in the budget, but they never bought them. Why not? That should have been the first thing that you bought. And that's to protect you as an officer and to protect citizens. So obviously they didn't think too much to buy body cams to protect themselves. Okay, and on top of that, the cop that did that is on administrative leave. You should have been fired because you shot in his back. Yes, he was going to his car. Yes, a lot of people are going to say he didn't know what he was going for. I get that. But, like I said, this rolls all the way back to when he first started walking away. Tase him. Tase. Not shoot to kill. Not shoot to paralyze. Not shoot to stop. Tase them. Everything would have been avoided. So, that is my video, and I'm going to take this last gulp for all my YouTube followers, for Trey57. I want to hear your thoughts. Not just Trey57s. I want to hear all of my followers. I want to hear your thoughts in a video. Call me out. Tag me in it if you need to. But shout me out and let me know what you guys think and your take on all police brutality. Regardless of race, regardless of nationality, I don't care what it is. Please let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to finish this out with this.